Thanks, Claire.
Thank you, Claire. Okay, so I'll just kick off gratitudes. I'm Cindy, and um, just grateful that I had a pretty good day and excited about the conversation that we just had, Tracy and I, about planning an upcoming yoga retreat, walking retreat on the Camino with yoga and tapping and chakra and energy work. And I'm actually pretty excited about that. So um, grateful that we could have that little pre-chat before I started recording. So
Yeah. Okay. I'm Tracy, and I'm grateful for that too. That falls within my set goals for the year. I wanted to do 4 trips, even if they were micro trips. That's part of my goals for the year, and that would be more than a micro trip.
that's more than a micro trip for sure.
Yes, that's very exciting. And then I'm grateful to have had such a gorgeous day and a little bit of time at the end of it so I could get some of my things done around the house and put away. I am 90% moved in. The last thing
Good.
is these
I know. I've noticed
couple
that.
photo
Yeah.
boxes right here, but they're
Yeah.
photos. They're full of photos, and that's why they're still there.
That's all right. It's looking good though. It's
That,
looking
yeah.
really good.
So that is my project for the weekend because I have family, my cousin and her husband are coming up.
Coming in. Good.
So
Yeah.
by next week, yoga, it'll be a wall.
That's right.
No box.
That's right. Good. Okay, let's get into child's pose. It's like the good old days with just me and you, Tracy.
Is it Monday?
I know. All right, spread the fingers wide, land on the mat, take a deep inhale, take a deep exhale. And just coming into this place of gratitude and grounding. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Deep inhale, one more. Deep exhale, let it go. Good. And then roll forward into a tabletop position on all fours. And let's do some cat-cows. Dip the belly, shoulders down and back, deep inhale. And then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, drop the belly, pull the shoulders down and back, deep inhale. And exhale, round the spine. Good. And then shake it out, shake the tail. Push back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. Walk to the top of the mat, hang in ragdoll. Grab both elbows, slight sway from left to right. Shake out the head, roll it out, yes. Okay. And then release the grip. Slowly unwind, uncurl, untuck. Good. And when you get to the top, bring the shoulders up by the ears, down by the sides. Bring the hands to center, close the eyes. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Inhale for Om. Just stay here for one moment of pause, reflection, bringing in gratitude into your practice. Take a deep inhale, being thankful for your body and the breath that moves in and out through your body. Take a deep exhale. Good. One more breath in. One more breath out. Good. And then gently open the eyes. Happy Thursday. All right, inhale, arms up, extended mountain, lift up, stretch up, reach up. Interlace the index fingers and then tick-tock the body right and left. Right, left. Good. And then reach up to center, push the hips forward, draw an imaginary line on the ceiling as you go back. Keep the hands interlaced as you come forward. Nice and easy, forward fold. Good. Halfway lift, fold, and then walk the legs out to downward facing dog. Press the palms and heels to the mat. Spread the fingers wide. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Warrior one, right side, rise. Plant the legs and get right into it. Lift up, reach up, stretch up. Palms face each other. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Breath in, breath out. Good. One more inhale. One more exhale. Warrior two. Look over the right middle finger. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little bit deeper. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Good. Extended side angle. Good, Tracy. Pinky side faces the floor on that left hand. One more breath in. One more breath out. Take the hands back, legs back, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Warrior one, left side. Shift the hips, take the arms up, and then bend in that front knee and get right to it. Breath in, breath out, deep inhale, deep exhale. Good, one more. Warrior two. Look over the left middle finger, staying on the breath. Inhale, exhale. Good, one more. Extended side angle, left hand, left knee, right hand up and over. Pinky side faces the floor. Again, stay on the breath, in and out through the nose. One more. And then hands down, step it back, left leg, downward facing dog. Walk out the legs, nice and easy. Crescent lunge, right side. Right foot forward, toes of the left. Rise up, inhale. Exhale. Come up on those left toes as you rise to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more breaths here. One, inhale. Exhale, one more. Good, and then hands to center, twist to the right and hold. And come up on those back toes. Shift everything to the midline of the body. Stay on the breath and breathe. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Good. And then come out, step it back, downward facing dog. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Crescent lunge, left side. Left foot forward, toes of the right. Rise up, inhale. Exhale. Come up on those toes, breathe in, breathe out. Deep inhale, deep exhale, one more. Good, hands to center, twist to the left and hold. twisting and breathing. Stay here. Deep inhale. Twist a little bit more. Deep exhale. One more. Good. And then come out again. Step the left leg back. Downward dog. Breath in. Breath out. Walk the hands to the back of the mat towards the feet. Halfway lift. Fold. And then rise. Arms come out to the side. Circle up. Hands to heart center. Good. And then grab a sip of water. Good. All right. Eagle, right side, right under, right leg up and around. Okay. Bring the knees and elbows into alignment. Create the wrap. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Sit down a little bit lower. Good job, Tracy. One more. Good. Unwind the arms and legs. Eagle left side. Left under, and then left leg up and around. Okay. Bring the knees and elbows into alignment. Hug in. Stay on the breath. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Couple more breaths here. Good. And then unwind. And then arms down. Good. Standing knee raise. Right hand to the right knee. Lock out that left side. Okay. Ground down. Flex the right foot. Stay on the breath and breathe. Couple more. Good. Belly's pulled in. Nice and easy. Good. And then lower the legs. Shake that out. Standing knee raise, left side. So again, ground down. Bring the left hand to the left knee. Stay on the breath. Okay. Control the ankle round if you need that. Stay and breathe. Couple more breaths. Good. And then lower. Good. And shake it out. Tree right side. Bring the right foot to the inside of the left calf, the inner part of the left thigh. So ground down. Okay. Again, get solid here. And then express your tree, however which way you'd like. Palms face out. Stay on the breath and breathe. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Breath in. Breath out. One more. Good. And then lower. Good. And then shake it out. Tree left side. Ground down. Bring the left foot to the right. Inner part of the thigh. Again, get your right leg locked and loaded. Okay. Stay on the breath. Bring the hands to center. And then express the tree when you're ready. Stay on the breath. Good. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Good. And then lower. Good. Shake it out. Top of the mat, extended mountain inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway. Fold. Walk the legs out to downward facing dog. One breath, inhale. Exhale. Crescent lunge right side. Right foot forward, toes of the left. Rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Sink a little bit more in that front knee. As you rise, inhale. Sink a little bit more. Exhale. One more. Warrior two. Breath in. Breath out. Reverse the warrior. Right hand up. Left hand down the leg. Triangle, right side. Breath in. Breath out. Good. One more. Twisting triangle, left hand down, right hand up. Good. And then pyramid to the front foot. Bow to the front knee. Good. One more deep inhale. And exhale. Push into the feet as you rise. Nice and easy. Good. And then step the back foot to the top of the mat. Good. Shake it out. Extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale. Swan dive. Halfway. Fold. Walk the legs back out to downward facing dog. Crescent lunge, left side, left foot forward, toes of the right, rise up. Inhale. Exhale. Come up on those right toes. We've been here before. So as you rise, inhale, sink a little bit deeper in that left knee. Exhale. Warrior two. Good, Tracy. Peaceful warrior. Triangle, left side. Windmill the arms, left hand to the floor of the block. Right hand up. Twisting triangle, right hand down, left hand up. Good. And then pyramid to the left foot. So bow forward. Interlace the hands. One more. Good. As you ground down, lift up. Nice and easy as you roll. Good. And then step the back foot, release the grip. Good. Grab a sip of water. All right. Top of the mat, extended mountain. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive. Halfway. Fold. And then walk the legs out to the middle of the mat. Drop to the knees. Right hand to the center, open to the left. And then thread the needle. Left arm goes under, left ear to the mat. Right arm hooks around. One more. Good. And then come back. And then left hand to the center, open to the right. Thread the needle, right arm goes through, right ear to the mat. Left arm around. Good. And then come back. Let's do some cat cows. Dip the belly, shoulders down and back. Deep inhale. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, look up, stretch up. Good, Tracy. Exhale, round the spine, tuck in. Okay. Last one, breath in. Last one, breath out. Okay. And then sit down on the heels. Bring the hands to the knees. Spine is straight. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Breath in, deep inhale. Breath out. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Good. And then find your way to your back for bridge pose. Set up for bridge and go right into it. Push the hips up, tuck the chin. Stay on the breath. Good. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. Good. And then slowly lower. Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet come together. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Good. Breath in, breath out. Happy baby. Rock side to side here. Good. Hug the knees in, come back, hug in, give yourself a big bear hug. Kiss your knees, tell yourself I love me. I love me. Good. And then rock up and over and right into pigeon right side. Right, proud pigeon. And then sleeping pigeon. Walk it out, head to the knee, walk the hands out. Stay on the breath. We're going to be here for 10 breaths. Okay. Pigeon right side. Sink into that right hip and see if you can just release just a little bit more. Breath in, breath out. Deep inhale, deep exhale. One more. Good. And then push back, nice and easy. Downward dog, last dog of the evening. And then pigeon left side. Proud pigeon, lift up. And then walk it down, sleeping pigeon, left side. Again, use this opportunity to get into the left hip as much as you can. Couple more breaths here. Good. And then slowly come out. Seated leg extension. Right leg is out, left is in. Grab the right toes.
Toe cramp. Toe cramp.
Stretch it out, stretch it out, stretch it out.
Okay, that's why I was jumping around.
I know. Those are the worst. Sometimes I get them and I'm just like in the middle of yoga, I'll be like, my foot starts just like,
Yeah, just
my toes will go like this.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Trust me. Those things are killer. All right. One more breath here. One more breath out. Good. Switch it out. Left is out, right is in. Round the left heel in. Grab the left toes. Couple more breaths here. Good. And then come out, seated forward fold. Feet are going to be hip width distance apart. Bring the big toes, pull. Okay. Ground the heels in as you pull the heart forward. So it's like there's a string on the heart. Okay. So you're not trying to get head to knee. You're just pulling the body forward. So you should feel this at the top of the IT bands, down the backs of the legs. Okay. Pull some more. One more. Good. And then come out, bend the left knee over the right. Left hand comes behind you. Right hand crosses up in front of the left knee. Okay. Activate that. Look over the left shoulder. Twist and breathe. One more. Good. And then come out. And then bend the right over the left. Right hand comes behind you. Left hand crosses up again in front of that right. Look up and over. Twist and breathe. Good. Twist some more. Last one. And then come out. Good. And then take the arms out. Roll yourself down one vertebra at a time. Nice and easy. Bring the right knee in. Arms at the rib cage. Hug in. Twirl that right ankle around. Good. Supine twist. Guide it over to the left. Try to keep the left thigh on the mat. T-top that right arm. Good. And then release. Bring the left knee in, hug in. Supine twist, guide it over. Again, try to keep that right thigh on the ground. Release right into Shavasana. Feet flop open. Palms face the ceiling. Eyes are closed. Take a deep inhale. Sink into the mat on the exhale. And just allowing yourself to have this integration of body, mind, and spirit. All right, stay in Shavasana. I'm going to read from the 72 Names of God. Today's reading is on unity. Instead of trying to be right, we must recognize that there is a higher truth, unity. We need to seek harmony with our opponents, not because this is moral behavior, but because unity brings us lasting spiritual light. It serves our own best interest. Two people can have opposite opinions and conflicting viewpoints, yet both can be right, and enmity and bitterness occur when people respond reactively to one another, with intolerance to each other's view. True spirituality disregards vague concepts of right and wrong. It aspires to a higher truth, the notion of unity, sensitivity, and tolerance for other viewpoints. What good is being right if suffering and pain are the cost? What is so terrible about being wrong if personal peace, joy, and contentment are the rewards? It is only the ego that worries itself with being right or wrong. The soul's sole concern is unity, for unity begets peace and happiness. When we treat others' viewpoints with dignity, especially when it's painfully difficult to do so, we often discover a new idea that brings blessings into our own life. This sacred name should be used when we are stuck in our ways, clinging to our own long-held opinions and seething with anger and frustration at the ideas and beliefs of others. Through these letters, you pass the true test of spiritual character. You're able to see all sides of the problems that come before you. Your focus is upon unity and soul as opposed to division and oneself. Start to bring in some slow movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Gently roll to the right side. Just stay for a moment of pause. Again, finding gratitude for your body, for your practice. One more deep inhale. And exhale as you find your way up to a seated position, nice and easy. Bring the hands to center, close the eyes. Take a deep inhale. Take a deep exhale. Inhale for Om. Hands to third eye, top of the forehead bow. Thank you, Tracy, for your practice this evening. Thank you for showing up, your consistency, and just being present. I appreciate you. I appreciate me. And I appreciate what yoga brings to our body, mind, and spirit. Together, we both say, Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good.